Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, a favorite conversation. And this morning, we are absolutely stacked with topics to get through, including the Utah Symphony and Opera and much, much more. So we'll get this started as we get toward the end of the show. I'm pleased to welcome back to the program from right here in Park City, Renee Long. Good morning.
Jerry.
How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm awesome now, too. It's so nice to see you.
We normally sit down at night, so
That's
this is
true.
kind of fun.
That's true. And we usually have some period of time in advance when we know we're going to see each other, and I always look forward to it. And here we are,
Hey, for
unexpectedly, in the morning. We have lots. Tell us everything that you've got on your plate today.
Yeah, so we're heading into the end of the season, the main season for Utah Symphony and Utah Opera down in Salt Lake. We have two really awesome programs this weekend and next. They're Masterworks programs. And typically when you go to a classical concert, you have like a variety of different composers, but we have these one composer showcases. Cool. So this weekend it's going to be Shostakovich with a piano soloist named Boris Giltberg, who is he's actually like a Shostakovich expert. So he'll be playing both piano concertos 1 and 2. He's recorded them to critical acclaim, and we're also featuring our principal trumpet player Travis Peterson, who's going to be featured on Shostakovich Symphony No. 10. And then next weekend, we've got an all Strauss program. So if you want to dive into Strauss, we have Don Quixote, and then there's another really famous piece called Also Sprach Zarathustra.
Also Sprach Zarathustra.
Do you know it?
I certainly do.
You do. There you go.
I have lots of stuff in my head that only comes out in moments like
exactly.
this.
It makes me feel at home. And then that program also featured two of our principal players, our principal cellist, Rainer Eutychus, and our principal viola, Brent Bayless. So if you want to see kind of stars, local stars of the Utah Symphony, as well as super fun focus, come to those 2 weekends.
Very cool. And the thing I love about those kinds of featured soloists is that not just that you go, okay, this is an amazing player, whether it be trumpet or viola or whatever instrument, but also that there is a focus in the composition on that instrument, that when that comes together, it's not just, hey, here's a great trumpet player, but here is a great work written for trumpet.
Well, and then to sit in a concert and have 2.5 hours on a certain composer, you really get a fine focus on the spread and the breadth of that composer. So it's kind of a neat way of approaching the music. We have a family pass now, so families can go, families of 4 can go for $45, which is kind of amazing.
That's completely amazing in the day and age that we live, when concert tickets and
movies,
movies even, and of course sporting events. These are big ticket items. So it seems to me to be right on point that you all are making this offer to folks.
And then the opera, actually, we have our final opera of the season as well. It's our 40th anniversary season, so we've been highlighting a lot of the history and the tradition by the founder of the company, Glade Peterson. This final opera is also a Strauss opera. It's called Deflator Mouse, and it's actually like a champagne-soaked comedy. It's a comedy of errors and mistaken identities, and it's just a really fun, kind of easy, accessible, funny opera, and it's running May 12th through 20th at Capitol Theater.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And always a fun thing when humor is included into an operatic setting. I think of kind of the Moliere of opera kind of thing. Deflator Mouse, a real classic in that regard.
And we actually have one of our resident artists, or former resident artists, Abigail Levis, who is coming back. She has since gone on and really is gathering a lot of critical acclaim, and she's going to be singing a pants role. So she will be playing a man, she'll be playing a prince, but in a very funny sort of setting. So it'll be fun for audiences to see her.
And how much fun to see the contrast of the costume and the range of the voice.
Right, and the beautiful music,
Indeed. Sounds like fantastic stuff, lots of reasons for people to get out, and I have to say, wonderfully curated.
Yeah, no, totally, it's amazing. So tickets, as always, are utahsymphony.org or utahopera.org. We have a little month break where we do community concerts in and around Salt Lake, and then we have the Deer Valley Music Festival. So it's kind of right into the summer.
That's right, moving on into the summer, and I'm sure, I hope anyway, that you'll come back and visit us and we'll get all details of what those schedules are going to be here at Deer Valley. But we've got a couple of minutes left, so let's talk a little bit about Wild Women.
My side project?
Yes, yes. Everybody's got a side hustle. Renee is hustling on behalf of womanhood here
Exactly.
in Utah.
Well, I mean, who doesn't love getting outdoors, right? So Wild Women Tribe was something I started in the fall to bring women together through transformational experiences outdoors. And so throughout the winter, I've had these one-day excursions called Wanders, where we'll go do an active activity like yoga or something, and then get outside on the trails doing snowshoeing or hiking, and then finishing off with brunch and a central discussion. So that's been really awesome. We're having a Moab 2-night camping trip now in June with a lot of partners from Salt Lake and Park City providing the yoga and meditation and kind of body, mind, spirit workshops. And so I'm just putting the invitation out there if you want to go, learn how to camp, because a lot of ladies don't know how to do that. And they're like, oh, kind of intimidated.
Sure.
But it's like a very safe kind of empowering experience to get out there, learn new skills, and then bond with other women outdoors.
Indeed, a great opportunity for folks to have some education in that regard. And of course, Moab is kind of our atelier from Salt Lake here. It's always fun to get down, not too far away, but a different kind of world.
Totally.
Fantastic. Tell folks where they can get more information about Wild Women of the Wasatch.
It is wildwomentribe.net/retreat. /retreat to find out more information on the 2-night camping.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So nice to see you.
Great to see you.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for the information. Symphony and Opera, wonderful, wonderful organizations. Really top flight arts here in Utah, not to be beaten anywhere.
Definitely. One of only 15 full-time orchestras in the country, actually. So we are lucky to have them here.
It's a dramatic number, and you're absolutely right. Renee, so good to see you.
Great to see you, Terry.
For being here.
Thanks.
All right, you guys, that is very nearly a wrap here on the Mountain Morning Show. It's been a pleasure to come on into the studio this morning, a little bit unexpectedly, but sometimes it's always a surprise as well. Tons of fun for everybody here at Park City Television. Join us at 10 a.m. for PCTV reports soon.